Welcome back to yet another stream in which I go crazy. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna go crazy this time. Last time I did go a little bit bonkers, and that's only because I was starting to lose my marbles and also I wasn't feeling too well. So, just a little recap. Last time I got to level 35. That little file number 8 is the results of me deciding to see what happens if Twilight Thorn gets beat up at level 35. Spoiler alert, he gets wrecked. I just realized that I forgot to switch to the console gameplay. Add that to the scuff bingo. Right. 4 and 6 are my copies in case of accidents, because I have accidentally deleted a save file once. Thankfully, I noticed before the end of the stream, the 8th one is just, well, let's just say Twilight Thorn gets decimated within about 1-ish cycles at level 35. So, he's getting wrecked at level 99. Still some comedy from that. Ah, back to the beautiful, beautiful grind, at which point I get smacked around by dusks. They get me to about, what was it? Half health or less? Correct, half health or less. Now, half health or less, you know what I do? I take them out and I get 8 XP out of them instead of just 4. And that makes me go, I don't know if it's twice as fast. I still haven't done the math. I could probably, instead of doing, well, I mean, I guess it's a linear graph. But there's also a matter of time involved. So it gets kind of sketchy. There's a math model to do it, I just keep neglecting to actually put together the math model. I learned at one point how to do it. I reckon I could figure it out. I've learned once, I can learn again. It's not that far behind in my mind. Also, as promised, I did edit and upload the clip of me decimating Twilight Thorn at level 35. You can find it on my YouTube channel. It only takes about 4 minutes, technically, and then the minute is, the minute is about 2 fights. Good job, brain. I was gonna say the fight is about 2 minutes. Like, the fight itself. Had to have a little bit of a warm-up and outro and stuff, you know. Just to highlight the insanity that was going on at the time. It was totally worth it. And of course, me needing a break yesterday was a huge, huge help, because I was able to touch grass. I got to see a cluster, a very unholy cluster of mushrooms, by the way, just growing in a park. That was freaky. It's kind of magical, actually, of how many mushrooms there were. I'm like, are y'all supposed to be here? Apparently. But touching grass and also getting some things taken care of was very necessary. It was so necessary, so definitely worth taking the break of a day. I would love to be able to speak in order. Apparently I'm not speaking in order today. Speaking out of order. Don't worry, you're not witnessing a stroke on live. I was gonna say life on stroke, and then it just dawned on me of how bad that sounds. Good golly. Whew. We're off to a great start. We actually are off to a great start. I haven't seen any 4s yet, but I can't promise no 4s because that's how it goes. And it's also good for my brain to not get obsessive over whether or not I see a 4. We're gonna keep on going. Unfortunately, because of the gaps between levels, it does mean that I am getting... There's gonna be a larger and larger gap over time between levels. Which means eventually, like, it's already gotten to at least 2 streams between levels. It's probably gonna get to 3 before I know it. which means either I need to rethink my strats or just accept the fact that some streams are just going to be level grinding. And that's all there is to it. And I'm doing this all by hand, which is already insane enough. Like, I have, I'm wondering, I'm getting ideas. One of them is a bad idea. The bad idea is figuring out how to get another source that's just recording the background of a game that's a turn-based type game or something like that in the background while I do this. Because turn-based games, you don't really have to worry too much about time and concentrating so much. And I could take a turn on something while doing that. Imagine if I played solitaire on stream while doing this. I used to play solitaire on a regular basis, by the way. I got real bored in college. I needed to... I also just needed to blow off some steam. So what I did is I downloaded an app that didn't cause me a bunch of ads. Sometimes I would just put my phone on airplane mode to guarantee no ads. And I just played several rounds of solitaire to keep my sanity from my university studies, because oh boy, it was trying to get that sanity stripped away from me. Oh, I just came up with a new thing to add to the bingo card. Last stream I talked about making a bingo card of all the silly things I say. One of them should definitely be the clicking sound. The clicking sound is a regular occurrence. Let's see, so far we've only got about almost 15 of them. I did the count just the other day. We've got on the bingo squares, math/dividing by eights. The quote, "Thank you for your contribution to this project." There's a ... so I guess that includes that. Eats food. This is a thing that happens on an almost regular basis. It's kind of concerning. It's not really, I just need food. OBS disconnecting. Scuff. Talking about Minecraft. Referencing the main file. Kinda like Phoebe from Magic School Bus. Terrible impressions. Randomly singing. That one's a much more recent one towards the more recent ones. Good job, brain. I'll look that up later. That as a quote, I mean. Quote, "Goodness me." Another one is going for the calculator. And of course, most recent, the clicking sound. I think I'm working up a pretty good bingo card. Will it be useful? Probably not. Or it could be. Who knows? I have dreams and I'm going to succeed in them. If it happens to be making a silly bingo card for my chat, then so be it. I will make that bingo card. Oh, thank goodness the overlay is still there. Did I update it? I forgot if I updated it. Yes, I did. I'm starting to wonder if I should keep that or if I shouldn't keep that. Part of me is saying keep it because it makes it distinctively clear of whose stream it is. And some people are silly billies. Would somebody really do that? You never know. Whew. Did I remember water? Yes, I did. I don't know if drinking water should be on the bingo card just because it's not something absolutely ridiculous, because drinking water on a stream is absolutely essential. You need to hydrate, especially if you're in a situation like mine, where if you stop talking for too long, Twitch throws a fit and says, "Oh my gosh, copyrighted instances in your VOD," and it's just like, it's part of the game. I'm not sitting around listening to music. I'm actively playing the game. This is the only game I'm doing this whole level 99 push thing though, because I think if I tried to do this with KH1, I think I'd go ballistic. It'd be funny, but no. Imagine trying to do that with KH1. I don't know how much you can do that with KH1 though. How much can you do? Did I just say KH1 instead of KH3? Oh jeez. Well, that'll be a problem for me later. It's fine. Oh, it's been a lovely day though. I had some delicious potatoes. What you do with the potatoes is you dice them up. You don't even have to skin them. I mean, if they're dirty, then you probably should wash them off just because you don't want dirt on your potatoes. I use the yellow or gold potatoes. You dice them up in about like inch-ish cube sizes. You don't actually have to make them into cubes. But then you put them in a bowl, all the diced potatoes. So like 4 or 5 potatoes should do it, maybe. Depends on how many you're feeding. And then you put a little bit of olive oil in it. Maybe like a teaspoon or so. Anyway, you slap a teaspoon of olive oil, you stir that up, so then olive oil coats the potatoes. And then you add salt, pepper, garlic powder, and basil. You preheat your oven to 425, and then once it hits 425, you stick those suckers in there on your cookie sheet for about 30 minutes. Now, if you're doing that, make sure to put some, this is silly, but I put aluminum foil on my cookie sheets, so then that way I don't have to clean up my cookie sheets as aggressively. It has saved me a lot of grief. I do not do that with cookies, though. It changes the game with the cookies, but with the aluminum foil, it also changes the game of not having to clean up my dish so much. It doesn't drive me crazy. Man, I love potatoes. Oh, those are force. Ah, that's okay. It's good for the soul. You know, it's not good for the soul? Dehydration. I gotta drink water. Oh, water is so good. Speaking of hydration, just earlier today, I got my groceries, as you do, and I got myself some Capri Sun, because you know what? Sometimes fruit can't quite hit the spot the same way Capri Sun does. Plus, it's also really good for when my blood sugar decides to dip into the I feel nauseous zone. And I take a few sips of that, drink it a little slow over time, and it raises it right back up, and I'm just like, ooh, okay. And then I can get on with my day and make the food that lasts a little longer. There we are. Excellent. I've been thinking about, like, besides doing streaming stuff, where I want to be in life. I still haven't figured that out, but that's okay. It's taken me a little while to figure out the streaming part and really commit to it. But I still want to do it. Even on the days where I'm like, ugh. Like, I still, like, yesterday I was like, oh, maybe I'll feel better, and I'm like, no. No, you're still feeling a little bit sour. You need rest, honey. And I needed that rest, and oh boy, did it hit the spot. I took, like, the toasty. I basically nearly scalded myself with my hot shower. It was really funny. Sometimes you need a toasty shower. If you can get a hot shower, get it. Unless you hate hot showers for some reason. Then, I mean, that's your preference. But I like to nearly set myself on fire with the water. Feels nice. Feels real nice. Oh. Whew. Also just taking some time to rest. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of having that mac and cheese tomorrow. I'm gonna regret it probably. Ooh, I should decide if I want to add chicken to that recipe. If I do, I should probably take one of the chickens out of the fridge and put it, well, out of the freezer and put it in the fridge. I put it in the freezer because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make anything with chicken, but you know what? Maybe I will. Ooh, I just thought of something. I should find, like, track down recipe versions of each of the recipes in KH3, learn to make them, and then once I've learned to make them, film it. Or maybe I'll film the process of learning it, although that will take a long time to edit that stuff together, but it'd be funny. I don't think I'd do that for a stream, though. I think I'd go, that would be a little chaotic. Plus, I'd be talking my ears off. But that'd be quite the experience. It'd also get me to try new stuff. I think I'd be willing to sacrifice my stomach for a few good meals. I only say that because I'm pretty sure there's at least one tomato dish in there. And there's mushrooms in one of the recipes. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm not allergic to mushrooms, I just hate them. They taste like... I don't know how to explain it. Stale rubber? No, that ain't right. That is... that's not what stale rubber tastes like. It just... I don't know how to explain what mushrooms taste like to me. I might have to actually get a slice of mushroom and cook it up and taste it again to get a proper understanding of what it is that drives me bonkers about mushrooms. But yeah, that's one of the recipes in KH3 that there's mushrooms involved, so if I wanted to commit to that bit, I'd have to eat mushrooms. I mean, I've tried spinach, so can't go wrong. And the spinach was only involved because I had that spaghetti and meatballs recipe, which I still have some of it left. I'm very excited about eating that later. Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Ooh, hiccup. I guess I ate my second serving a little too fast. Ow. Ooh, that one hurt. Hiccup burps combos are the worst. Woo! I'm gonna be feeling that later. Is that fan still moving fast? Just today I decided to clean my ceiling fan because the dirt on it was pissing me off, and I think it's just one tick a little too high for my liking. I might have to accept soon that it might be the season of just turn off the dang fan. But I'm gonna see how I feel about this setting for a bit. The first two suck. Well, they don't really suck, but they get the job done with moving things around the room. They go fast. I don't know if that's just a States exclusive thing, or if any other places have fans that move frighteningly fast. It's been too long since I traveled outside the country. I need to go again. Which means I should probably update my passport. Shoot! Which means I'll have to do passport photos. I never look good in passport photos. It sounds so silly to complain about, but sometimes you want to look a little nice for your photo ID. My driver's license is hilarious though, because my hair has changed since then. I mean, I still have the same face, so it's chill. I don't think I plan on changing my face. I quite like it. Sometimes it annoys me, but usually it's just because it's in combination with my hair, and usually when I get pissed off at my hair, it means it's time to wash it. So, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're gonna keep on the grind. We're gonna make up for the lost time. We're gonna have a bit of fun. Taking down these ones. And also getting damage so that we can get an 8 instead of a 4. That way we can get twice the XP more. Yeah! And with son of a gun. Come on. Betrayal. Ah. Is this thing on? Are we back? Oh boy. Guess we're having another A and B situation here. Goodness gracious. Well, that was fun. Glad I noticed that a little bit late. Oh well. Why do I do that anyway? I have the streams just right there on YouTube. I don't know, it's a force of habit. I've answered my own question. There we go. It's a force of habit. Seems like YouTube has the more stable connection, which is wild. But almost doesn't surprise me either. Except for that other day. Oh, we're below the 5-digit number. Let's go. Oops, those are 4s. I'd like to not make that be consistent. Please, I would like some 8s. As a treat, even. I almost bought a candy bar today, but then I was like, better not. Because there was a special on ice cream, and you know what? I think I'll take the ice cream, even though it's cold weather and I can't really justify eating ice cream when there's cold weather. We are really feeling that geomagnetic storm and the northern lights and stuff. That reminds me, I need to look outside later and see if I can see any. It'd sure be nice to know if I could. I was plagued by clouds, so I didn't get a chance to see them. Which is a real shame, because I have seen them before. The last time that it went a little nuts. It was really cool. Lots of blues and greens seen through the night vision camera. I say night vision, but it's really more like night mode. I think it's something to do with exposure in camera terms. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, posture check. Pop my back. Whew. That way I don't compress my diaphragm and I can keep talking away. And I've got to be real careful about when I say the word talking away, because I immediately want to start singing Take On Me and nobody needs to hear that. I'm not bad, it's just I forgot half the lyrics. Except maybe the chorus. Oh my. My. I decided to download a mobile game the other day. It's one of those ones that's based on Sword Art Online that's like free to play unless you can like do the whole in-app purchases and there's polls and stuff. Basically a gacha game, but you can play it mostly free and still get through it playing free. You're just slower. Anyway, I decided to play it. It's quite the experience so far. I'm actually enjoying it. Very fun. Get to press buttons, beat up monsters, and it was kind of almost, I wouldn't say like super immersive, but it definitely, I felt like I was part of it. I didn't feel like the characters are an afterthought, you know what I mean? Like the character that's supposed to be the player insert sort of thing. Plus, I mean, you can never go wrong. If I am asked to create a character, you know I'm gonna be there. I love character creation in games. I bet my desktop could run Baldur's Gate. The question is, would I be able to? Would I want to stream? No. Maybe I'd want to keep that one of my. Maybe. Would I want to keep that one to myself, or would I want to share that with the world? Good question. I like character creation. It reminds me of the dress-up games I used to play on the internet. They're still around. There's not as many, because, like, Flash is gone, which is a sad thing. I get there were some security shenanigans, but also it was just fun. There was like a huge library of dress-up games that were lost because Flash got nuked, and the people who developed those either lost the files or were like, yeah, no, I'm not going to bother converting all of that. Some people have done the work of doing the conversion for them, though. It's been awesome. I also miss the Yahoo avatars. That's how old I am. When Yahoo avatars was still a thing, that was fun. I don't remember sending that many emails, but oh boy, did I remember getting a lot of spam. I bet you both of those emails are absolutely decimated. I wonder if they're still active or if they've been hacked. Probably hacked. Shame. I quite enjoyed those ones. Ah, goodness me. Hey, that's on the bingo card. See what I mean? I need to make a bingo card. It'll be funny. Will it get much mileage? No. That means I can use the same bingo card every week. That sounds lazy, but, you know. Resource and stuff. Plus, I could always just shuffle up the squares for the bingo card. We're not getting another on-screen death. We're not doing that today. We are keeping the stream deaths to a minimum. At least we're gonna try to. It'll be extra funny if I get to level 99, we go through the entire game, we get to the world that never was, and Syx still kicks my teeth in. I think that'd be hilarious. Oh boy. I just realized I haven't fully... Apologies. I haven't fully tested whether or not level 35, like getting past the tutorial at level 35 is going to cause problems for leveling and stuff. I'll do that post-stream. I'm not doing that on-stream. But it would be good to know whether or not I'm going to crash things or cause issues. The game's pretty well made and runs well. I'm trying to think of any instances where this one has had any loading issues. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. So I think we're safe for now. And to be fair, either I'm playtesting something that Square never even thought somebody would do, or they playtested for this and I'll be just fine. I have no idea what it's gonna be, but I will find out and it will be hilarious. That's honestly what the whole purpose of this run is hilarity. Because no matter what I do, it's gonna end up being funny. Whether it crashes, or if it just goes smoothly and I end up just wrecking everything in sight, it's gonna be fun. Anything I struggled with in early game is gonna be so fun to play. I already had a little bit of a taste of that the other day because I forgot that I hadn't finished Hollow Bastion and Space Paranoids. And so I did that at like level 60 something. So that fight went a lot faster than it could have gone. I can't remember if I'd actually gotten to that fight before. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I'm so used to watching other people play the game from when I was growing up that I wonder if it was just a vicarious experience of that. That might have been the first time I fought the MCP myself. Fancy that. Maybe. It depends, actually. I don't know. I'd have to ask the people who let me use their PS3 to play the game if I have gotten that far. The save data's probably gone by now. I don't expect them to keep the save data from all the way back then. I still have my PS3 copy of 2.5, by the way. And I will keep it forever. That was actually kind of fun. And I also got to experience the whole glory of the PS3 port and the fun amount of load times for Birth by Sleep and the D-Links to the point I just didn't use them. Like, oh my goodness, it would take about like 5 or 10 seconds to load the D-Link and I was like, yeah. Oh, that was grand. That was a good time. Gonna have to take a few hits. And it didn't matter because the orbs still attacked me. Oh well. Hey, it worked out. We're making good time. Okay, definitely gonna need to do some damage. Or get some damage. We spinning, we spinning. There we are. Alright. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here we go. I'm gonna keep on rolling. Gonna keep on rolling. Rolling down the way. It's gonna be all good as we grind away. I wonder if there are VHSs or DVDs of some of the old PBS programs. It'd be fun to look into that. Or even just like availability on the internet to watch some of the old episodes of like things like Between the Lions, because I used to watch that a lot growing up. That was one of my favorites. I think also Zaboomafoo was my favorite. I don't remember if he was on PBS though. It was a lemur. It's where the Wild Kratts came from. They were the Kratt brothers who were friends with the lemur. I also used to watch Animal Planet and the Weather Channel, which is a weird combination, but you know what? It should not be surprising in the slightest. Should not. Whee! Nailed it. That wasn't too shabby, if I do say so myself. I do say so. I say so indeed. Whew. That song is so good. Makes me want to play through the entirety of KH1 again. Maybe I'll goof around on my old file again some other day. The joys of having the 1.8, 2.8 combo. I can just switch to other games so quickly. I can just go, okay, save, boom, title screen, boom, switch to the other game, bada bing, bada boom, done. I don't have to switch as many discs. Now, if I wanted to play anything on 2.8, then that would be the issue. Which would only mean, like, being able to play, I think it's 0.2 and Dream Drop Distance? Yeah. Because then the third one is recoded, and that one's just a cutscene movie. I would love to play Recoded. That'd be so fun, though. I actually watched someone do a whole, like, gameplay playthrough of Recoded. I had a lot of fun watching that. I especially liked the little... I can't remember what they were. They were like these data portals where you would fight in, like, a little digital landscape world, and you do these little missions to level up and clear places. Lots of fun. And then the leveling based on how you place the microchips and things, they really played into the computer aspect. And I am a sucker for computer aspect type stuff. It's one of my favorite aesthetics. Goodness sakes, for a second I was losing my ability to say the letter S. Which is really weird because I broke the Spanish lisp accent a long time ago. Last I checked, anyway. Alright. Keep going. Keep rolling. Oh my. Oh, Chaos Children. Alright, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it moving. We are going to get closer to level 36. I say it'll take us about, including this one, 3 streams to get to the next level. That sounds about right. Oh, shoot. Nope, it's good. We're good. Nope, that's a 4. It feels like it's so close when we get to only 9,200, but it's really not as close. It really starts to feel like it's dragging when you get around 1700 and you think, oh, I'm so close, and then you realize, no, I'm not that close. Not at this pace, anyway. What a silly thing I'm doing. Oh, I almost walked. Oh, I almost walked right past those two. And I didn't pay attention to my health bar, so I only got 4 XP instead of 8. That's fine. That's fine. Come on. Please attack me. Please, please give me some damage. A little more, so then I can get about halfway down my health bar, and then I can total y'all. Oh, it wasn't enough. Come on. There we go. And another one. Bada bing, bada boom. Yay! I'm still gonna have to get more damage once I start the whole round again. It'll all be worth it in the end. It'll be worth the comedy. Nice. That's 4, but you know what? It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna get too ridiculous about it this time. I don't need to get that ridiculous about it now that I think about it. There we are. Come on. There we go. That. Yay! Gonna keep on going. Gonna keep on rolling. It's whoop. We continue the grind. It'll be just fine. Technically, I don't have to publish my VODs constantly. I can just download it, and it won't matter. Because it's already in one place. That's some food for thought. Which means, in theory, I shouldn't have to worry about talking so much. I'm getting so tired, my gosh. It'll be fine in like a day or two. I've almost got the things back in order. Almost. Not game-wise. Getting closer and closer to level 99. OBS, you better not start beef with me or I'm gonna have beef with you. Gravy. Alright, perfect. Glad I allowed the damage because I need it. Need to get myself down to half health so then I can get 8 XP more instead of just 4. I don't know if it's 8 XP more, it's actually just 4 more. Technically I'm getting twice as much XP. Hey, we broke it down to the 8. Only about 1,000 more of these suckers to go. I say about 1,000, but it's a little over 1,000. There is a 1 involved. We're like 1,100 or something like that. 1,100 and 13. That's another one, so 11, 11, 11, and then 13 minus 8 is 5, 57. 7 times 8 is 56. So 1,116. Yeah, 1,116. My brain is functioning. I can still do math. And then of course the remainder of 1 because the game has decided it hates our guts and put uneven numbers in front of our faces, which is excessively rude in my opinion. It's so silly to get so annoyed about uneven numbers, but really it does ruin some of my mathematical calculations. Whew. You know what would be hilarious? Oh no, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say at the beginning of every fresh level that we start, I do a rough estimate of how many dusks I need to take down, but I would need to make an estimate between like how many if I get all 4s and how many I get all 8s. There are so many complex math problems you could create with this. That reminds me, I still haven't annoyed the crap out of my old math professor about any ideas of math problems they could pull from this. To be fair, there is a couple of ones where I've like seen textbooks and stuff like that. I wonder there'd probably be a fun stats problem to go with this. Pardon me. Okay, where's the beetle? Oh, the beetle's over there, holding up my water bottle. I will lean back, because I need to. I want to stretch out. And it feels good on my back. Which is probably a sign I need to do more things. I used to move around a lot. To be fair, I'm actually doing a lot better than I was in a couple years ago, so you know what, it's fine. It's a decent trade-off. More 4s. See, this is why we have to make estimates instead of trying to say, oh, this many dusks left. Nope. Although, if there was an 8 detected on the screen, that could count as 2. Okay. I'm getting ideas. However, it would require some detection involved to be able to get that to not have to be constantly manually updated. Unless I pay attention to how many 8s and how many 4s I get per running up and down and then update it, but that might feel a bit ridiculous and it might actually slow down just the leveling in general. I don't think I can do alert redeems because I don't have channel points involved, because I would want to use channel points to do alert redeems just because I don't have much set up. I have a few things set up and it includes just my stream. That's all. It's not much, but it works. Oh. There we are. We've got about 2,000 XP put away so far, at least. I can definitively say it when we get below 8,300. Once we get below that, I can say it with full confidence that we've done about 2,000 XP worth. Woo! Could do more if I paid attention to not getting those dang fours. Nah, it's fine. Keeps me humble. Come on. Get the damage. A little bit more of that. Perfect. Yes. Alright. And down we go to begin the cycle once more. I could always try to do the run past, go to the top, and then work my way back down, but I feel like that wouldn't really work. Ow. Oopsie doopsie, that's why I pay attention to what I'm doing. I have free will, and I am doing this of my own free will. Mostly because I want to see this through. I genuinely do want to see this through, because it's funny. In the moment it is a grind, but it is a grind. That's the nature of the grind. Oh, perfect. Really? 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 No damage? Nothing? Nothing whatsoever? Really? Going to weed whacker mode and still nothing? It's shame, disappointment. Oh boy. Nice. How are we doing so far? Yeah, that's good. That means I can take out at least one of them before I have any get. Ah, damaged. I'm gonna be on 20 HP forever. Unless there's an HP increase that I don't know about. There's gotta be an HP increase at some point, though. When is the HP increase? I might actually actively look that up instead of looking it up later. Let me check. Okay. KH 2.5 HP increase levels. Oh, you gain 2 HP per bonus level on critical. Okay, so only get 2 more HP based on the bonus level. Okay, bonus levels are from story progression and defeating bosses. Okay. And the max HP is 60 on crit mode. So it only increases during specific events. Oh, okay. That'll be very interesting. So I'll be like a disturbing glass cannon for a while. That is interesting. Huh. That is so funny. Okay. And how many bonus levels do I have? I have 1. We're not increasing our HP anytime soon. Good to know. Let me get that screen back up, because I put that away for a reason, and then I need to put it back. That is hilarious. Okay. I'm learning lots of stuff because of this. Just about this game in general. I just remembered I never actually leveled up my summons on my main file. That was the thing I was gonna do. I was gonna try to beat up Psyx using summons instead. Using that cheat strat Peter Pan. Which means if I do that, I need to keep Donald and Goofy alive for more than 2 minutes. Or more than 30 seconds. But as Sora, I could use Final Form, load up on Ethers, and go crazy with it. Or maybe Mega Elixirs. But then it would end up me using that, but the Ethers, some Fire. So if I remember right, the Fire doesn't kick up the revenge value, which is extremely useful in avoiding DMs. That might work? It also might just finally click with me on how to beat up Psyx. I almost considered beating him up before, or at least having a go at him before the start of the stream. But I was like, I don't have time and I need to make sure I eat. So I basically chose food over beating up Psyx, which honestly, I think anyone would choose that. Let's be real. Perfect. We'll swing around. So Windows decided to update last night, specifically Windows 11. It drives me nuts, and I still haven't figured out how to turn it off. But I forgot to turn off my computer screen that was hooked up to the computer. So imagine I'm just chilling, having a nice, comfy sleep, and then suddenly flashbang. It's my computer screen lighting up because the whole computer restarted from the update. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, are you actually serious? So I had to get up and turn off the monitor to get back to sleep. Silly, silly things. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember if in my dream this early this morning, I remember one thing. I remember, oh, that's an interesting idea for a story, but I'm like, maybe not. But I do remember being involved in setting up like classes or something in a dream. Like I was at a job and I was like only there for a few hours a week. It's funny too, because the dream environment was pretty much the same as I'd seen it before. That was the weird part. And what else was going on? I was figuring out scheduling. It was like for an art class. It was like a master's arts class, but there was like 6 students in one course, 5 in another, and then 20 in the third course. I don't know why there were 20 in the third course. Maybe it was like a beginner or something. And then like the other 2 were like specialized or something. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. There was also an art class that was suddenly connected to the office I was working in. You know, as dreams do. They do all sorts of weird stuff in environment changing. Oh, I missed it. That was really sweet. Gonna keep on the grind. Gonna keep on the grind. Gonna kick some butt. Gonna be just fine. Come on. Gonna keep on the grind. Gonna keep on the grind. Gonna get 8 more XP each and every time. Alright, I gotta actually get some damage so then I can get the promised 8 XP. Ooh, magic. I'm just kidding, there's no magic yet. Oh boy. There we go, we're gonna keep on rolling. It's a good day. It's a good day. Whee! 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 Alright. Focusing again. Perfect. Alright, that's another 24 in the bucket. We're actually doing really well. Considering that this is about 40 hours worth of stuff, and we're at level 35. When I got to Syx, I was about at level 54. So, mathematically speaking, we're about 19 levels away from that. Which is hilarious because level 19 is also where I started this whole streaming crusade at. Technically, I did do a couple streams of this before that. I think I still have the highlights somewhere. One of them was me philosophizing or something in the middle of the stream. That was hilarious. Whee! Yeah. 2 suits, 2 tokens in hand. Got no respect cause I'm the new man. Got my shovel, shoes full. Oh my gosh, I should watch Holes again. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I should get a DVD copy of that one. That one's a really good one. One of the closest book adaptations, so I've heard. From book to film. I say one of the closest because I heard there are a couple things that they changed. One of them was just because, like, health of the actor and stuff. I can't think of any other changes off the top of my head that they might have made. Maybe I should read the book first and then go from there. I remember when that was playing constantly, or not, maybe not constantly on Disney Channel, but that would be one of the movies on the lineup for the DComs, or well, maybe not DComs. DComs were good. The ones I remember, of course. The ones I remember growing up on were the best. There was one where, like, 2 twins, like a pair of twins who played basketball were on opposite teams or something like that. That one was pretty good. The Color of Friendship was also a really good one. What else? 13th Year was a good one. Pretty good lineup. I'm trying to remember any other ones that kind of got lost in the sand of time. Oh hey, we've hit over 2,000 XP taken care of. That's awesome. keep going. Keep rolling. We are on the ball. Strange. I am feeling the effects of the time accordion. I don't know if it's stretching or compressing though. I think it's in the transition mode of stretching or It's hard to say. I often refer to time as an accordion because sometimes it feels like it's been stretched out and sometimes it feels all compressed together and it makes it feel slow or fast. Nice. I can multitask. The multitask is of crap. Crimes. Crimes against me. Crimes against the family. Crimes against everyone. OBS, why are you like this? Please. I love being betrayed by my stinking stream setup. I love it so much. Although YouTube is probably... Nope, it's still crapping out. It was crapping out. It just stays hitched on. Nice. Alright, focus, stream manager, there we go. Okay, got it back online. Oh, that's par for the course at this point, goodness sakes. I'm gonna blame it on the geostorm. I'm just gonna blame it on that. Blame it on the solar flare, it's funnier that way. That'd actually be hilarious if that was the problem. That makes me wonder though, what happens if you have satellite internet? It's been too long since I've dealt with satellite related stuff. It's been far too long since dial-up. Oh my gosh. Dial-up my beloved. I feel kind of bad for my Twitch followers because they keep getting notifications that I'm live and it's just like, oh, you poor things. Although at this point, if they've popped in a couple times, they usually hear me cursing out OBS when they get in here and they're like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. At least I hope they understand. I know I'd understand because I've been there. I have been in the thick of it. Right. Bam. Woo, we're gonna get into 7,000. Not yet though, because that's at 81 and that requires getting 4 dusks with 8 XP. And we only have about 5 left now. So let's see, that would put us at 81, no, 41. 65, 24, yeah, 40, 20, 41, 41. Told y'all I'm starting to get scary with 8 related numbers. I should finish that bingo card. Soon enough, the bingo card thing is gonna become part of the squares. No, that's terrible. That'd be a crime against humanity. Maybe I should practice Spanish more so then I can do occasional speaking in... No. Well, maybe. It'd also just be worth knowing the language. Be definitely worth knowing the language. Who am I kidding? Nice. Oh, I completely missed the fact that we hit below the 7, or below the 8,000s. I was so focused on taking care of the dusks that I forgot. I am so stoked to touch grass later. Grass is my favorite. I don't know if I'm allergic to it though. A lot of people do get some irritation when they lay in the grass. It's kind of depressing. It's not too bad though. No, I'm not allergic to grass. I like grass. It feels nice. It's not fun when it's wet though. Wet grass is not fun to lay on. Because then your clothes get all damp and you're just like, oh great. I mean, everyone knows it's obvious you sat in wet grass, but still. Still. I have an idea. After Thanksgiving, I will start covering Christmas songs. Specifically ones that won't get flagged. To be fair, if I sing badly enough, nothing will get flagged. I'm just kidding. Ooh, I should learn some other songs from some of the holidays that are also coming up besides just Christmas. I'm trying to remember if it's Hanukkah or Kwanzaa that's coming up. Wait, those are two different holidays. Well, I mean, yeah, they're two different holidays, but I mean two different cultures, I think. Let me look that up. It's been too long. It's been far too long. I learned about Hanukkah and Kwanzaa when I was like in elementary school. That's how long it's been. Okay, so no. Kwanzaa. Perfect. 2025. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, so I was right. Okay. Oh, okay, so it starts after Christmas. It's a annual celebration of African American culture from December 26th to January 1st, culminating in a communal feast called I'm going to pronounce this probably wrong. Karamu? That sounds more right. Maybe. But usually on the 6th day. It was created by activist Maulana Karenga based on African harvest festival traditions from various parts of West, East, and as well as Southeast Africa. I'm reading from the Wikipedia page. That's so cool. And I only learned some of it, or at least some part of it, in elementary school. And then the other one was Hanukkah, which is an 8-day festival. And that's from the 14th to the 22nd. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting distracted by holidays. Hey, it's fun to get distracted by holidays. But that'd be cool. Wait, I already took care of those guys. I was going down the stairs. Was I? Well, if I forgot, that's on me. Maybe I'll look up Kwanzaa songs afterwards. They probably have songs. It'd be crazy to not have songs. Maybe. Would it be? Would it really be that crazy? I only remember one of the songs from that program other than the Christmas songs, and even then I barely remember the Christmas songs. I only remember the one about Kwanzaa. Whee! Alright, there we go. Excellent. Come here. Fight me. Fight me, fight me, fight me. Let's fight. Let's go. Let's battle. Da, 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 da. In case you're wondering, I was an anime Pokemon watcher. I wasn't one of the gaming kids or the card kids. I just got to watch the TV show on... Was it 4Kids? It was probably on 4Kids. Where else would I have watched it? I'm trying to think of other places I could have watched the Pokemon series. Oh, that's a good theme song. I know the lyrics at least to the first verse and the chorus. The second one I can't always recall, sadly. One of these days I will actually properly sit down and learn the lyrics, but it is not this day. Thank you, Mr. Weed Whacker, sir. I should really not try to do the opening riff of Through the Fire and the Flames. I will end up destroying my voice. Speaking of destroying my voice, I need to drink more water again. I can feel the dehydration creeping in. It's probably not actually dehydration, it's just me needing more water. That's all there is to it. Bada bing, bada boom. Bap, 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 ow. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I can work with that. I needed the damage anyway. And I'll need it again. And once more. Please pass the damage. Por favor. I want to get the 8 XP so that I can get closer to level 36 faster. I'm thinking about VHSs again. Specifically, do we still have a copy of Anastasia? Which I acknowledge is not accurate to the history. I mean, obviously it's not. And I've heard the play is really good. I've heard the musical is really good. It definitely changes from the movie musical, but I've heard it's some excellent changes. I need to go to more musicals. But that would mean driving places to go and see them. Which would be a drag. Actually, it wouldn't be that much of a drag. Who am I kidding? It'd be fine. That'd actually be really fun, though. But I'm also just thinking about the VHS Anastasia, which is the one with the animation and stuff. Because I used to watch it a lot when I was growing up. Anya was one of my favorite characters. Plus, I love her dress in that movie. The one where she's doing the dance in Once Upon a December. That Once Upon a December dress is so gorgeous. So pretty. The blue dress is also really pretty too, but I am very partial to the pretty yellow dress. Also, the dress at the end is really cute too. Fab. Nice, nice, excellent. Oh no. Oh wait, did I fix it? Did I fix it? Oh, you poor thing. Sorry to literally everyone on Twitch, yikes. I'm watching the playback as I speak. That was fun. Did you guys have fun there? That looks scary. Woof. Stability is not one of my strong suits. I have plans for changing things with that, so then the connection issues become less of a problem, but I need to have a few more things in place before I fix that. And I do not have those in place just yet. I will, eventually. Just gotta take care of a few things before I can make an upgrade. And then once I make the upgrade, bada bing, bada boom, we're in business. Hopefully. I wonder. No, hardwiring would be too much of a pain. There's a distance factor. Whee! Lots of possibilities. Lots of ideas. I'm saying this as a joke. It'd be hilarious to get sponsored by an ISP. I think that'd be the funniest sponsorship in the world. Hello. Hello. I have such joy because I have a puppy by my side. She is soft, she is sweet, she makes my heart feel complete. Oh, that reminds me, I mentioned earlier that I wanted to make mac and cheese, and I need to decide right now, before the chicken gets too frozen, whether or not I want to also make chicken to go with the mac and... Yes, I do. I do want the chicken. The question is how to prepare it. There's two ways I like preparing chicken. Is that chicken? Yes, that's chicken. Okay, cool. Alright, that's enough. Party's over, buddy. Did I put it in the fridge? Okay, good, yeah. Alright, cool. My mac and cheese dish is guaranteed. What? Guaranteed for tomorrow. I can guarantee me some mac and cheese and it's gonna be delicious. I legit cannot wait. Technically I can wait, I'm gonna wait over 8 hours. So, because there's a tomorrow attached to that. Whew. There'll be some. I think I used to. No, I didn't used to know all the words. I think I used to accidentally loop a section or two because I couldn't remember how the sequence went. The sun will come out tomorrow, and you know it will be back tomorrow. There'll be sun. I give up. I give up. Sometimes I do wonder if in an alternate timeline I actually had the guts and gall to just go for being a full-on theater kid. I would have had a lot of fun. I think I would have had a blast. I would have been loud, sure. But I mean, that would have been just along the lines of how I was growing up as a kid. I would learn lots of... I would definitely be such a crazy musical kid. I would have many, many memories about the cast all going to Denny's after the last showing. There'd probably be a couple of my favorite roles, times where I'm like, yeah, I got this role even though I auditioned for this one, but I ended up liking it. Or it's just like, ugh, I don't want to do that type of role again. Or be like, yeah, I ended up enjoying ensemble. I'd want to be the cool kid who gets to do all the cool stuff, but it's actually just still fun to also do the not lead roles. Because, like, for one thing, you probably don't learn as many lines when you're not the lead. Which means it won't stress you out. Unless you got a complex character on your hands, then good luck. I wonder if off the bat I could audition for a musical. What would I pick? If I did Heathers, I would just go straight for ensemble because I think I'd do much better as ensemble. I don't think I could emotionally handle the role of Veronica. And I do not think I would be able to... No, I wouldn't cast well as Martha. Also, I'm pretty sure the show has changed somewhat since it moved to the West End. Because I remember the off-Broadway one, the one with, Farrah Wilbert-Weed and, I remember Ryan McCartan was there for one of the nights, but I can't remember who the regular actor was for that one. I can look at it. What am I doing? I have the cast album for that specific cast. I just gotta not knock things over. Let's see. First, take out these two so then I don't die by accident. Oh, it was Ryan McCartan on the album. Then who was it on that other night? Okay, there's one there's one slime tutorial that I remember seeing where it was a different JD, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was. But he did such a good job. He did an excellent job. And I cannot for the life of me remember his name. Gosh darn it. But if I did Heathers, I would definitely be ensemble. I would have a lot of fun doing that one. I could jokingly say, maybe McNamara. I could pull a McNamara. Maybe. It's hard to say. I think if I got in the musical scene, I think I'd figure out what type of roles I would like to do. And then also figure out which ones I would want to try out to, like, get out of my comfort zone or something like that. I wonder how I'd get typecast. It depends on the director, though, you know? You know, it really depends. It would also I just remembered it would also depend on my voice range. I think I'm on the low end of soprano, I was gonna say. I think no, I might be an alto. I'll have to figure that out later. No, I'm not gonna figure that out on stream, that's silly. I have a piano, but I haven't tuned it in a while. Oh, I should learn to tune a piano. How much work would I get done tuning a piano? Who knows? How many people have pianos these days? That'd be an interesting statistic. Number of pianos in a household also changes depending on social economic status, or just depending on whether or not you inherited a bunch of pianos from different grandparents. Imagine that. just inheriting like a crap ton of pianos, and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with all these? Play them, I guess. Maybe donate one to a school that needs music. Although I'm pretty sure a lot, I was gonna say a lot of schools have pianos, but maybe not a lot. At least ones that are funded enough to have a piano. That is something to think about. And that's another question. How many pianos end up at a school? Well, it probably depends on the school. In terms of like elementary type schools, we're talking about American US schools, like specifically. But like at elementary schools, it would be logical there's just at least one piano and probably an electric piano somewhere. There's definitely electric pianos somewhere because those are not as expensive. And then in a middle school, there might be just one piano hidden away in the instrument storage. Chances are in a middle school it'd be an upright piano. Maybe an electric keyboard. And then in a high school, I would not be surprised about there being at least a few electric keyboards. And maybe a grand? Maybe. And the grand is probably somewhere that they can easily roll it on stage for piano recitals type stuff. Small universities definitely have more than one piano. I can attest to that. I have snuck into the practice rooms when they weren't scheduled for anyone, and definitely played the pianos in there. They're probably old donated pianos too, which makes it even better. There's something magical about a slightly out of tune piano. But there's also more magic when they're in tune. Come here, fight me. Fight me, pal. Come on, bring it on. Yay! Hey, we're gonna break down to the 6,000s. Or I guess the sub 7,000s, that's probably a lot easier. Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to remember if I think the Destati theme for the End of the World in KH1 is different, if I remember right. There was a lot more of like a harpy, not like the bird thing, but like a harp type sound. I can't explain it. There were a couple of notes that just sounded like a harp in the End of the World section. And it's so pretty. I love it. I like the music in this game. I think I've said it before. But I absolutely love the music that is composed for this game and the other Kingdom Hearts games. It's so good. Come on, attack me. Fight me. Give me the damage so then I can take you all out. Nice. So let's see, that would put us, the next strike through should put us around or close to a little above 60, like at the high end of 6,800. The time accordion is indeed stretching. Yep, it's stretching. Which means time is decelerating. I don't know if it's specific to times of year when time decelerates, but I can feel it. Or I'm going faster than time. That is also a possibility. I'm probably not going faster than time. That's silly. And ooh, my mental math is getting better and better as I do this. Oh, OBS, no. Don't betray me. What the heck? There we go. We're moving. We're moving, we're grooving, we're doing what we need to do. Alright, come on, swing it, let's go. We're gonna go, we're gonna roll, it's gonna be a good time and we're gonna keep going. Ah! Yay! And the best part is, I don't have to take any damage to get the 8 XP that I want. I can just start swinging as soon as I get back through that door. Gonna go out and back in. It's amazing how fast you can just start walking. What in the Sam Hill is going on? Oh, OBS, please. Please, come on. Please. Please, I am so close to my time of day. No, please don't betray me. I do not need betrayal by my connections. Please. Por favor. I do not need that. I'm just focusing on the hundreds rather than the thousands, and it is doing so well on making me think that this is going faster than it actually is. Alright, cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're doing so well. Does swell come from so well? I wonder. I should look up the etymology of swell once I get these 10 down. That'd be a fun thing to look up. Let's see. I'm trying to be careful about my damage taking, so then I can still... Right. Etymology... You're not doing a death. Not today, Bal. Alright, now I can fully concentrate on that. Of swell. Oh, interesting. It's from a combination. It's from a Germanic origin related to Schwellen. Interesting. Oh wait a minute. Is swell slang for so well? Okay, so it's not. Oh, that's right. I forgot. What is the origin of the word? No, I don't want a freaking AI thing. Get out of here. Oh, there's also ocean swells. I forgot about that too. There are lots of definitions of the word swell. My gosh. Why my voice changed there for a second? I just came up with a new cosplay idea. Jiminy Cricket. Nah, probably not. Alright, let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. Okay. We're going, we're rolling, we're gonna keep on rolling. I think... Yeah. Okay. Let's get this bread. Ow. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Bam. Nope, that's 4, but that's okay. We're gonna get about 24 more XP right here. So long as we hit the damage threshold to be able to pull it off. Come on, bring it on, buddy. Bring it on, pals. Let's go. Let's dance. Ah, that was a double 4, but that's okay. Oh my. My. I know that's not exactly how it goes. Alright. There we go. Alright. That is gonna do it for the stream. I have made plenty of progress. About, let's see, we got to the 6,800, so almost 4,000 XP. Almost. I'd say that's a pretty good chunk of change right there. Pretty dang good, if you ask me. And we've got it saved to both files. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Doing a big stretch. If you happen to enjoy the stream on YouTube, please hit the like button so that way more people can see these things. And if you want to see more of this or even some other stuff, hit the subscribe button. That's on the YouTube side. And on the Twitch side, if you want to see more of this or any other streams, hit that follow button. I am on both Blue Sky and Twitter.com as YellowFang42. So if you want to see any sort of stream updates or me just randomly crap posting, it'll be right there. Thank you all so much for watching the stream or even stopping by if you happen to see the VODs. And have a fantastic day. And if you happen to be in a certain part of the world, you might be able to see some northern lights, so try to take a gander if your sky isn't so cloudy, and have an excellent time seeing the stars. Have a good one.